Hey YouTube, it's me Shayna from thickgirlscloset.com and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a little bit deep. It's talking about my confidence journey, and it's really kind of stemming from a lot of questions that I get on Tumblr, mostly on Tumblr, from young women asking me about how can they be more confident, where do I get my confidence from, how did I get to this point? And I always find it like, I'm so grateful, but I find it so crazy that people ask me that question, because my 15-year-old self, I wouldn't even fathom doing half the things that I do, or wear half the things that I wear, or even carry myself the way that I carry myself now. And to be quite honest with you, my confidence journey is never finite. Your confidence journey will never be finite. It is always going to be an ever-changing process, because you have to be real with yourself. Your body's going to always change. Situations are always going to change. You know, life is always changing, and things may or may not happen that you will have to adjust to. So for me, you know, where I am now, I love who I am and what I am, but I can tell y'all, when I was in high school, I was a mess. I was a mess. And back when I was in high school, I was picked on. I mean, mercilessly, I was picked on, and it was bad, you guys. And I tell you, it was bad. I would see a lot of like the older girls in the hallway, and if I was going in a certain direction and they were in my path into where I was going, I would either turn around, like abruptly turn around, or I would find some kind of like alternate route so I would avoid running into them. Because I didn't want to walk past them, and if I had to walk past them, I would always walk with my eyes glued to the floor. I never walked with my head held high. I never, especially with certain girls that just I knew did not like me, I knew was just picking on me because they could. I would walk with my eyes glued to my feet. You know, I could tell you how many cracks in the floor there were. You know, if I had to walk past them, if I could avoid walking past them, I would. I would go around, take the long way, go down the stairs and come up the other way. Like, if that's what it took, that's what I did, because I would get literal anxiety, you know, to walk past these girls. They would be so loud about it, and to them it was a joke. To them, you know, seeing me suffer and knowing that they're hurting my feelings was a joke to them. And to this day, and for anybody being bullied, I don't understand, you know, what is funny about that. What is funny about making somebody else feel like crap? You know what I'm saying? Because why are you so insecure in who you are to make fun of me? You know what I'm saying? And I get to a point where I stopped crying. I stopped crying about it. It got to a point where I stopped telling teachers. I had stopped telling administration. I stopped telling my parents, because it was no use. You go and tell a teacher goes and approaches the student. They, you know, would say, no, I wasn't talking about her. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. And then it would only get worse from the teacher standpoint. I would go back and tell the teacher again, like, this is what's still going on. It would go to the guidance counselor, because my guidance counselor, she was like, you know, so they would bring them into the office. They would sit and say, no, I didn't do anything. No, I didn't say that to her, blah, 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 blah. And then when I'm alone in the hallways again, it was still there. It was still happening. Like, they made me feel crazy, because I'm like, I'm telling you people, this is what's happening to me, and all you do is sit there and talk to her, and they, you know, they might give her detention, they might suspend them, but it never ceased. So I got to a point where I just stopped saying anything. I stopped. There was no point in talking about it anymore, because it was going nowhere. With telling administration, it was a waste of time. So I bottled a lot of it up. I bottled a lot of things in me. And the funny thing about all of that is, around my friends and behind like closed doors, I had no insecurities. I was okay. I was fine. But the minute I was around people who I knew I didn't know, or who I knew didn't like me, or who I knew I had an issue with, you know, I immediately would close up. Like, I wouldn't talk. I would, you know, almost go into like a panic mode. Like, my hands would shake. I would get very, very nervous. It was just, I can't even explain the feeling to you, because it's something you have to be in the moment to see. The only saving grace I really had at the time was I was really heavy into poetry. So instead of talking to people about it, I would write. It's actually this notebook here that I got from Barnes & Noble when I was in high school. It's one of my favorite notebooks ever. It's filled with like pages upon pages of just stuff. I never wrote journal entries. Journal entries do not work for me because I can't keep up with it. But this got me through a lot of hard times in high school. A lot of hard times in high school because I had no, like, you know, everybody tells you the same thing. Oh, just ignore them. You're still beautiful. And now I believe that, you know, I can, in retrospect, I get it. And I tell other girls that same story now. Like, I see why people say that. But when you're in that moment, I know it's hard. I know it's frustrating. You feel like you have nobody to talk to. You feel like at the end of the day, you're just here and all they do is make fun of you, you know, and being a bigger girl, and I'm 6 feet in flats. I'm tall and I'm fat. You know, that's all that was me in high school. Even though I was a basketball player, I was a dancer, I wrote poetry. When you're made fun of, it's hard. You know what I mean? And I can't give another description, but it was hard. When I went to college, I said, screw this. I'm about to just turn up. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy being me. I'm in Atlanta, honey. I'm going to do what I want. And when I went to college, everything changed. You know what I'm saying? Everything changed. I was wearing what I wanted to wear. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was strutting my stuff, honey. I learned how and if I had my pair of heels on, you couldn't tell me nothing. When I went out with my girls, you know, I wasn't feeling like the fat friend. That was not me. If you designated me as the fat friend, that was up to you. But I guarantee you, when I walked into a room, you're going to know who I am. Or if you don't know who I am, you're going to come and ask and find out who I am. A few months ago, I wrote a post on my Facebook fan page talking about how I happened to run into a girl that I went to high school with. And when she saw me in the mall, she came running up. Now, this girl, when I tell you, she dogged me out, bro. Like, bruh, she dogged me out on some out of control levels. Like, she talked about me like I was below the dirt. And it didn't matter if she was in my face. It didn't matter if she was behind my back. She talked, I mean, half the rumors I heard about myself was from her. Or it came from her mouth, from somebody said, oh, well, so-and-so said. You know, I'm not gonna put her name out there because she ain't worth it. But she took me through it for, I would say, most of my life, because we went to the same schools for, you know, most of my educational career. And she was just horrid. She was horrid. There's no way to explain her. And when I saw her in the mall a few months ago, she came, I guess, through somebody else's Facebook. She's been keeping up with what I've been doing, apparently. And she said to me, she was like, oh my God, Shana, you look, you know, what's up, hey? And I was like, hey, like, I wasn't, ignore her. I don't do that. But when she was like, well, I see that you're in fashion. That's cool. I'm trying to get into fashion as well, so maybe we need to like talk and grab lunch. And I simply looked at this girl and I was just like, not interested. And I walked off. That's all I said. I didn't make no faces. I didn't cuss her out, although I wanted to. I just said, not interested. And I walked away. And I was, in that moment, I was so proud of myself because I could have said a lot of things to her and about her. But I was like, no. And a lot of people feel like, well, she was young when she did that. You need to forgive and forget. I forgave a long time ago. I did. I got over it. But that doesn't mean that I have to go and help you with your career. See, the only reason why you talking to me is because I'm in a place where you wanted to be. See, when I was 15, I wanted to be just like you. I wanted to be confident and have all the friends and go to all the parties and all the boys wanted me. I wanted that when I was 15, and you treated me like I was nothing. Like, you couldn't even find something nice to say about me. And even if she said something nice about me, it was always followed by psych, nah, just playing. So you dogged me for years, but then you see where, you know, I'm doing okay for myself, and because I'm somewhere where you feel like I can help you, there was no type of like, oh, hey girl, look, listen, I want to, you know, talk, let's squash what happened. No, it was automatically, well, that's what I want to do, so let's go have lunch and talk about it. No, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for people like that. It does get better. It does. I am living testament that it does get better. I went from not talking to anybody, not feeling worth it, not feeling like I deserve to be happy in myself and in my body, to, you know, living my life, you know, and pouring it out on social media. It gets better. It's cliche as hell. I know, because I'm sure you've heard the same thing from mad people. I'm telling you, it does get better, because anybody can call you beautiful, but until you believe it, it's just words. And that's where I was. Like, I heard I'm beautiful my whole life. I've heard, oh my God, you have such a pretty smile my whole life. I've heard you have great legs my whole life. I've heard those my entire life. But it was not until I believed it when I got to college and I believed everything about myself, even the stuff I don't like. When I learned, when I got to a point where I was tired of crying about it, I got to a point where I was tired of fussing about it, when I got to a point of feeling unhappy for myself and only over because I'm not a size 2, when I realized how crazy I sounded and how crazy I was thinking, I was like, no, there's got to be something better out here. There's got to be something better. What's your name? I still get called fat. I still get called the B word on a regular, on Tumblr, in real life. I'm always talked about. You know, I'm still told, well, you gotta lose weight. I'm still told that I'm too abrasive and that, you know, I have to watch what I say. I'm still told that I'm not inspirational. I've been told that I am a detriment to young women. I've been told still that I am classist, I'm cruel, I'm problematic. You know, people want to, you know, kill me, you know, because of what I say or not backing down for what I feel. I get that. As a blogger, it's the nature of the beast, but you know what, that does not cut into my confidence. Like, I can't express it anymore. I've been where you're at. I've been there, and sometimes I still have days where I'm not as confident as I would like to be. Like with my skin, I wish I had clear skin. I wish I didn't have the dark marks on my face. I wish that I didn't have minor PCOS from the ingrown hairs on my face. I wish I had clear skin. I wish I had bigger eyes. I wish my eyebrows were not, like, I had a perfect arch in my eyebrows. I wish I was good at makeup. I wish I had bigger breasts. There's a lot of things about me that I don't like, but you know what? That doesn't cut down who I am as a person. And those are things, some things I just cannot change. Like, I mean, yeah, granted, I could get bigger tits. I mean, I want to pay for them. You know, the scars, you know, I've come to, you know, understand they ain't going nowhere. I can minimize them, but I'll always have them. You know, if I want to pay for laser hair removal, maybe the ingrown hairs can go too. You know what I mean? I'm okay in that right now. Where I am right now, I'm okay and I'm confident in myself, and I stopped beating myself up, and that's what I want for you guys. Like, it can happen. But your confidence journey, like I said in the beginning of this video, your confidence journey is only, it's never finite. Never gonna be finite. There's always gonna be something different. For those of you that's gonna be going through, you know, becoming a mother, that baby body, that's different. That's different than what you got going on right now. You know, those of us that are just, you know, are still young out of college. I'm only 4 years out of college. A lot of you getting ready to graduate college. That change from being on campus and, you know, being coddled by your professors for the most part, you know, and going into the real world, that's a different ball game. You know, struggling to find a job, that could really cut into somebody's confidence. I know all about that. You know, you feel like you're not adequate enough. You know, you feel like I'm qualified, but I'm not qualified enough. What can I do to get better qualification? You know, get experience, but you have to have experience to get experience. You know what I mean? Like, I hear you. I'm telling you, from the utmost of experience to the bottom of my heart, I know what you're going through. I know it. And I know it's hard. I know you want to, like, be like, nah, I wish I could just lose this weight. I wish I could just be skinny to be happy. Oh my god, no, I don't want to cry. I want mascara. I don't want to cry. I want mascara. Oh my god. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry in video. Oh my god, I'm a cornball. But I'm telling y'all, you're going to be alright. It'll change. I promise you. So I'm gonna get out this video before you know, my mascara turn around. I look crazy. I love you guys. Thank you for all the love and the support. Thank you for, you know, being there with me. And I'm, you know, your confidence journey is never going to end. And you just got to keep pushing through it. I'm a living testament of that. I'm a blessing of that. And I'm telling you, it'll get better. So thank you guys for watching this video. Check out all of my other videos that are on my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you like videos like this, thumbs it up, please. I really would love that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.